Okay, so guess who got arrested this morning? Roger Stone. And when y'all said that he had a tattoo of Nixon on his back, I thought y'all were just saying that to be funny, but no, he actually has a tattoo of Richard Nixon's face on his ignorant back. Lord have mercy. So let's look and see. Will he flip? I had to go back and watch the initial video I did on Roger Stone to see what it is that I said. And I told you investigators were coming for you. This is why you should subscribe to my channel, Roger Stone. I could have helped you. Forewarned is forearmed. So, he said that he would never testify against Donald Trump. Donald Trump praised him and said, oh, he would never be turned by some rogue investigator or whatever it is. He said, I don't know. Donald Trump speaks out of his behind half the time. So he said something to the effect of he was praising Roger Stone because Roger Stone will not turn on him. And so we shall see. Is loyalty really that strong? Because Paul Manafort, he's not turning. He's willing to go to jail because I think he knows that he will be killed if he spilled what he knows, because he knows stuff about Russia too. So Vladimir Putin will kill you even over here. But Roger Stone said that he would not testify against Donald Trump. So let's see how true that is. Will he flip? First cards first. The Guide of Swords. The Guide of Swords in this deck is the Queen of Swords. Someone bringing the truth. Crossed by the Man of Cups. The Man of Cups is the Knight of Cups. Again, I get the romance cards with you. The last reading that I looked at was, you got the Lover's card and all this stuff. It's not necessarily romance. What it is it's a bond. It's like a bromance. It's y'all have been on again, off again, on again, off again. And you don't really do that with the person that you're not really close with. You'll go and you say, oh my God, I hate you, Mackenzie. And then you'll go and lock yourself in your room. And then next thing you know, you're all the best friends watching 90210. So it's one of those type of things where he goes to Donald. He says, oh, Donald, you suck. And then Donald says, no, you suck. And then they're on separate corners. And then they come back and, have an Access Hollywood moment. So that's those two. But separation. That is your base. So you have your bond. Now, that's interesting. I might have to keep going, but I'm going to have to come back to this because the Guide of Cups is, well, in this deck, they're all men because this is called the Gay Tarot. This is just by coincidence I picked this up. But they're all men, but this is technically the Queen of Swords. So I'm like, why does Donald Trump pop up as a woman? But I think it's just, in particular deck, we can ignore that part. Seven of Coins. I got this for you last time, I think, too. That is yes, I did. That is something that you have planted that has now come back. Seed time harvest. Well, it says, as long as the earth remains, seed time harvest shall not cease. There it is. What you plant, you will eventually reap. Judgment. That's what's on your mind. I got that for you last time, too. Justice. I got that for you last time, too. So, it's going to get you. How you cooperate determines how much it is going to get you. Michael Cohen is guilty of everything except killing Lassie, and he's getting 3 years. Michael Flynn, same thing. He's getting, they recommended him for no time. So, let's see. This is your fear. Stability. Stability. I usually say these align because one's opposite of the other. There's your separation. There's your stability. That's what you fear. But in the last reading, I did say you fear because, again, you want your ideals to align. You fear Donald Trump not saving the day. The Man of Swords, that is the Knight of Swords. Chaotic energy around the Justice. The Man of Wands, that is the Knight of Wands. What you want is a new position. Because here you have Judgment. Judgment is old things coming new again. The new. You want something new. You want to be saved. There's the separation. You want to be saved from this. And then the Page of Wands. There's your news. Let's see. Let's go back through first. So, will you flip? There's Donald Trump. There's you. Well, there's your feeling. All of this surrounds you. You won't turn on him because right now you feel as though he is in the position to save the day. There's your separation. This is your base. This is what you stand upon. Because you're going to jail. You have been arrested. Why? Because of the things you have done. The Seven of Pentacles is the seed time harvest. Judgment. Now, mind you, this is your thoughts. You want something new. But read the card as it is called Beyond Judgment. Because you want to be saved and safe. And your future is nothing but justice. The legal system is going to find you. It has already found you. And now you are behind bars. Now you were released on like $200,000 bail. They didn't consider you a flight risk, I guess. So you are out on bail. So I would love to know what you and Trump are talking about right now. In your fears is stability. In your environment is the Knight of Swords. That's quick energy. Fast. The Man of Wands is the Knight of Wands. And then you have the Youth of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. So we go from you wanting to be saved to justice, to fear of instability. Now the news is coming out. Let's take a look at that news. What is coming out about Roger Stone? What is coming out about Roger Stone and his relationship to the president? Anxiety, fear, and depression. Good for you. You shouldn't relish in someone else's miscomfort, but I am a little piece. I really am. I celebrate it a little bit. Because good for you. You deserve to be behind bars. So yeah, I like it. I don't know who told you I was Jesus, but I'm not. So I'm not that good of a person to where I think, oh my God, that's so bad. That's so sad. Oh, he's a poor family. No. You should go down the river because that's where you belong. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Roger Kidney Stone. What do they know? And what is coming out? There is, the first card I pulled was the Hermit. Out in space by yourself. You are alone. Trump may try to help you, but Robert Mueller is not a fool. No one can ever consider him to be one, or even slightly accuse him to be one. There are state charges that he has on you that Donald Trump cannot save you from. So if you don't want your hips to be in jail, then you need to cooperate. Michael Manafort, what was his name? Paul Manafort. He had the position, or he had the opportunity to cooperate as well. He decided, no, you know what, I'm just going to go down with the ship. So they put his behind in jail. Now he's begging the judge, can I wear a suit to court? She said, no. You're going to wear your orange jumpsuit because, bitch, that's what you earned, okay? But anywho, back to you. You want Donald Trump to save the day. That's what you want. You want this new energy to come and save the day. Save it from what? Save it from justice. But Robert Mueller is not a fool. He knows that if he just pulled you in, because he could have pulled you in a long time ago. But what he needs is to put the pieces to the puzzle in place. This is why us out here are like, why is this taking so long? This is why it's taking so long. Someone explained this on Morning Joe, and it makes a little more sense. That Robert Mueller needs the pieces in place. That way it's solid. He can just drop it all on the table at once and then everybody figures it out. But what he needs is it's like Jenga, if you've ever seen that game. If not, look it up. Jenga. You put pieces in place, and if you pull one out, then the thing becomes unstable. So if you pull Roger Stone out before it's ready, it could come unstable, the entire case. So what he needs is for all the Jenga pieces to be in place. That way, he has a solid case against everything and everyone. Paul Manafort, Rick Gates, George Papadopoulos, Michael Flynn, Michael Cohen. Like, all of these things are pieces to his foundation. He's trying to catch the big fish. And in order to do so, he realizes that this is not a race. Even though we want him out of here, this is not a race. He's trying to build a solid case. He's a professional. He knows that Donald Trump can pardon him for federal crimes. So if he threatens Roger Stone with a federal crime, he cannot cooperate because Donald Trump can just come behind him and say, it's all done. He has to build a stronger case against Roger Stone to put Roger Stone's feet to the fire. Now, he can be Paul Manafort and go down with the ship. Or he can, flip on Donald Trump. And I see justice. And I see news. So you are going to say something. But what is it about you that's about to come out? Got the Hermit. Then there's the Sun. There's the cooperation, communication, quick energy. Again, with the fast energy. There's the person, new people. And then there's loss. So either you're going to talk or you're going to lose. Your outcome card is the news card. So you have something to say that you are going to say. Because now, mind you, let's go back. This is your immediate future. This is weeks to months, days to weeks to months. This is weeks to months to years. So You start off with this strong, I'm not talking, I got the bail money, but you cave. Because this becomes your reality. And you didn't like it the first time, you're not going to like it the second time. Because now it's going to get worse. Because Robert Mueller's not playing with you. Paul Manafort is going to jail for at least 15 years. So if you don't want to do that, you better start talking. There is the offer. So they are definitely trying to flip you. There's your confirmation card right above it. Below your communication card. But they tried to flip you last time and it didn't work. But now they got you on the hook. Below your communication card is the sharing card. The Six of Pentacles. That's sharing information. The Ace of Wands leads to the Ten of Wands. So whoever this new energy is, does put a burden on you. It's probably investigators. Good for you. Below your loss. Below your loss, the card that I pulled for you last time. The Lover's card. I said, when has Donald Trump, in my last reading, when has Donald Trump ever helped anybody? It's right below your loss. He is not a friend to anyone. Justice, reaching for him. He seems like he's reaching back. He's got the key to the darn safe. He is not going to help you. That's right below your loss. Right next to your burden. It's surrounded by confirmation that this is not the person you need to stick up for. The Wheel of Fortune. Decision to make, and it's going to turn. Confusion. What is there to be confused about? You're going to lie too. Everything you say is not going to be the truth. Because here's communication, here's the sharing, and then confusion. You're going to plant some confusion in that investigation. Problem is they already know what they need to know. So that's not going to help you. But I said that in the last reading too. I mean, you were born liar. So underneath the investigators and your burden is cooperation. Temperance. It happens eventually. Because the moment it started to turn, you started to lie. And then the moment it got hot, you started to cooperate. Underneath your loss, underneath the Lovers, is the Page of Swords. News of the disappointing nature. Is Roger Stone going to flip? The answer is yes. He is going to lie at first. But once he realizes how serious it's going to be, because right now he's still waiting on Trump. But you lose. Donald Trump's not going to help you with nothing. He wouldn't even help you up off the ground if he knocked you down by accident. So he would just say, oh my God, you must have failed because I'm the greatest walker there has ever been. So I'm pretty sure that was your fault. Roger Stone. This is why you should subscribe, Roger Stone. Do not go in there and lie to that man. He already has the answer. You have to understand something about questioning. It's not a question because he doesn't know the answer. It's a question because he wants you to tell the truth. There's the Man of Swords again. Donald Trump and secrets. Your whole life is revolved around keeping a secret for that man. He is sending you up the river. He has given you no paddle.